Hey ho guys, welcome back to episode 10 of Satisfactory. 10 episodes already, would you look at that? And we got quite a few things done. In the last episode we built this, which you may remember as our new storage facility, of which only one module is operational right now, but you can see all the cables are coming in. And this one is slowly but steadily filling up, which is really nice. And today we will continue to build this, but I don't want to spend all episode just building this single storage thingy, because that's probably going to be a bit boring. So instead I would like to start on the production building as well. So today we will focus on getting all the things in here that we need to produce modular frames and also motors, and then to set up the motor production if that's possible. So first of all I'll need another set of these modules, so I'll build up 3 more over here, and then we'll take a look together at them, and then also at how we'll get the items out of here in the back and split them, and where we set up the production building and all of that. So let me get cracking first of all to set up another set of modules, and then we'll see what comes next. Okay, so in case I didn't screw up majorly anywhere, we now have a second set of 3 storage modules, and well, they're all missing their conveyors down here, which I can fix real quick. No, yeah, this does not need a conveyor. This needs one, and this needs one. Then over here we already have one. And back here, let's see. Yeah, this one's missing as well. So now, hang on. Why can't I? Ah, yeah. Okay. I need walkways in here, definitely. It's really annoying to build already, and I haven't even really gotten all that started, you know. So now we have one module storing cables, which we can see right here. And now we have 5 empty modules. These I would like to use for the modular frames and the motors as soon as they're produced. Then for the stators, the rotors, which is 4 already. Oh yeah, that's not going to be enough, is it? Yeah, I better build one more module. I think I have enough resources to do that as well. So I'll just put one more to the side here, to the left side. Yeah, just so I can be sure, because remember, I want to store motors, rotors, stators, which is 3, then reinforced iron plates and modular frames, which is 5 already, so this would be full. But then I also have the steel pipes and the steel beams, which I want to store, so that's 2 more modules, and then yeah, I might just build another block as well. Yeah, so now I can't cross this anymore. You know what? I'm gonna go and unlock the pathways right now. Or did I do that already, actually? I don't think I did. I never used them, actually. I wouldn't even know where they are. No, I didn't. So now I'll have to just run over to the hub and take a look at that milestone. It's probably gonna be incredibly cheap for my standards right now. Let's see. Object scanner berry, walkways. Yeah, that's not a lot, is it? So I was gonna need to go and grab iron rods anyway. So I'll just do that and set up some little walkways really quick, and then see you again. So now it's probably a bit hard to tell, but this is actually the 3rd module that you can see. I set up some walkways around here. I noticed that this space here is actually too slim for a walkway. So look, if I want to place it here, it's actually colliding with the conveyor lift, which is unfortunate. Oh, and I didn't have inventory space apparently to pick these up. Hang on. That's gonna drive me up the walls. So yeah, now you can see we got 3 modules side by side. Just get these connected real quick. Like so. hang on. Like so and like so. And remember, we're going to replace all of these conveyors with Mark III conveyors, of course, and even better ones as soon as we get them. I don't know, I think nothing beyond Mark IV is currently in the game, but we will get those, of course, in here to ensure that that the speed and the capacity, the overall capacity, is best. Now I'm going to take this down. And now we got to think about where to place items. That's going to be a bit tricky, because, well, most of my production is currently over there. I want to build some over there. So everything coming from here should go on this side rather than that side, right? So to make sure that it goes over there. But then also the products coming from over there also need to go in here. And these should probably go on this side as well. And then the coal products from back there, the steel products, well, I will need them on the right in the manufacturing building. But I also want some of them accessible just for me. And I will also need some back here. So that's going to be a bit tricky to place. And I guess what I'm going to do, unfortunately we don't have any labels or anything. Yeah, that really sucks. So, okay, hang on. So now, what is it? Logistics, the conveyor pole stackable, I'll need that. I'll definitely need to set some up right here, then some more right here. So this is just the final approach kind of thing, where I can't really route them anymore. Now this is cables. Now we have 3 over here, which I built right now, which I would like to use for the steel things. Now this inner one I would like to use for steel pipes, because we're going to need them right now in the production, and the steel beams not quite yet. And then I would choose another one, or maybe I should actually put the steel pipes here, then the stators, and then the steel beams. Yeah, well, I have no idea whether that's a good idea, but I'm just going to do it like that. So the stators are going to be made on top of here, then these are going to come in from over here. Now this is not final anyway, but I will have to come up with some construction around here. And this is also, yeah, this also needs to go up already. So now if I put some ramps here, like so. Now apparently it won't let me put them here. It doesn't really register what I want to do, I guess. Like so, yeah, that's okay. That's decently on top of that. Now like so. Now this is actually too far to the front. Now that's unfortunate. Yes, I'll need, at some point I'll need to flick these. There's not really much I can do to make that look better. I mean, you can always just leave that one out. Yeah, this actually sucks pretty bad. So I can put it like so. Like so? Yeah, that looks horrible. So I guess I'm just gonna build it like this. And maybe put another ramp here. Yeah, that's probably as good as it gets. And now up here, I'll just plonk down a bunch of foundations like so. This is going to be probably some production space for these. But now I'll have to take this down and take these containers down, which are probably pretty full already. Oh wow, they are full. This one is at least. Okay, so I will temporarily set up a pipe out of this container to go into the storage, and then later on I will improve that a bit. Now this building, how is it gonna look? I guess... Can I put walls here? I can't. Why can I not put a wall here even? Probably because of that cable. Yeah, but then again that's gonna be okay like so. I still can't put a thingy here. Because, yeah, that already clashes with this constructor. So that answers my question. I can't put walls here. That is pretty unfortunate. So now maybe this part of the factory will have to be open. But I will try to make a wall here as far as I can. Then continue it over there. Then kind of close this off. Now this conveyor pole will have to go. And this is going to be kind of an entrance as well. Then on here I will separate it like so maybe. Okay, so bear with me, I just have to put down a couple walls so that I know where I can put conveyors, right? So to see what's outside and what's inside the factory. Now probably what I could do is just include this miner. Oh, but then this power line is colliding? No, it isn't. Is that the miner actually? Yeah, so the miner is so close. That sucks. Okay, but then I guess I can just leave it like so. Leave this open. I don't know. I'll do that. So now I can put conveyors around here if I want to, which I do. And now I wanted one here and one there. That's a good thing because... Oopsie. Like that, what I guess I can do is use this middle pole to take the things out of the top level here, which are going to be above all of these, right? And then I can just direct that into the middle here and use the other two to take over the thingies from back here. So I'll make sure to convey those pretty close to this factory. And to redirect them on here maybe. So maybe yeah, like that. That would be the space here and then there, I guess. Yeah, that would be a nice curve. And then just to make sure I get the other ones to a nice curve as well, I have to put them like this. Let's see if that works. I thought that was too long for a minute. No, oh no, yeah, that's not supposed to be right here. It's supposed to be one over. Forgot that. So that's gonna come in here. And then also here. Yeah, looks good. And this. Then I'll need to take it from over here, which I hope I can do past the hub. Yeah, I can. Okay, so I'll just place them here and right next to it. That's the right one. And the left one. Nice, and now this is temporary because I haven't really made up my mind how I want to do this, so I'll just put up some conveyor poles like that. Just connect. Oh. Is that colliding with the hub? It probably is. So I'll just... Is that too steep? It is. Of course it is. Okay, so the easy one first, this one. That's done. Now I'll need another conveyor pole maybe here. Is that too steep as well? No, it's not. Nice. It's right here. Oh, and I wanted to swap these actually. Did I? Yes, I did. Okay, so what I'll do instead is put the stackable pole on here, connect that. And now I can take this one to the right and put this one to the... Oh no, I didn't want to do that. Oh wow. So this should go on the left. And this should go on the right, like so. Yeah, nice. So now 2 more of our modules should be operational. And since that took quite a while to do, I will make sure to get some progress done and get the modular frames, or rather the components for the modular frames in here as well, and then talk to you while setting up the stator production up here. Oh, and the rotors, of course, will also go in here. Okay guys, so just to get you back on board, I just set up a bunch of conveyors and a bunch of walls, just so that you can see where the factories start and end and stuff. So this we built together. You know about that, and about these 2 coming in, which I now connected as well to the storage facility. But then we also have the copper cables, which I redirected a bit. They came out a bit further. Now they're going around the back here. Now here we also have the rotors and the reinforced iron plates, which you can see are just now being merged down there. The reinforced iron plates, that is. They're just coming out of here. And then up there we're getting the rotors out. And these are also coming around here. And as you can see as well, maybe these containers where they were being stored, which are both full, have temporarily been connected as well. Just like this, with a simple merger. Just to make sure that these things get transferred over here as well, without me having to run back and forth and carrying it all. So yeah, now we have 5 products coming in. Now we're only missing the stators, which we're not making yet, and the modular frames to make me happy for now, and then also the motors, of course, which are not being made either for that. And the modular frames will need the assembly building, which we may or may not start on today, depending on time. But first of all, I'll have to set up a second level on this and get some copper wires up there, and then make sure to make 2 sets of stators, which we'll need, which we'll need for the motors, of course. So give me a second, guys. Okay guys, so as you can see, I've set up a production of stators up here. We are of course on top of the other factory. What's this? That was a mistake. So we're on top of the wire factory, and I'm just piping some wires up here. I need 60 wires per minute for such an assembler, and as these are producing 45, there's not really much of a way to get exactly 120. So I set up this Mark II lift, which is actually conveying 120 because, you know, it's just a Mark II, but actually I'm feeding 135 into it. So these are not running at full speed, but that's perfectly fine. Now I got 1 full belt of copper wires coming out of there. And then I also got some steel pipes. That is due to the fact that back there you can see I just installed a splitter on the incoming belt, because I figured, well, technically I should be storing all of these in the storage and then bringing them back here, but I might as well just split them while they come in to make sure that my production is nice and efficient. Now this is also not as many as I need. I would need 36 per minute. I just got 30, but that's due to the fact that this belt is pretty slow. We will up that production in the future probably. And then also the storage is going to fill up eventually, so at some point this will be at full efficiency, and until then, well, I mean, yeah, there's not so much need for motors anyway that it would be required to produce them like at 100% efficiency and not 90. But now you can see we're making stators. These are all coming out of here, out of these assemblers, and as you can see they're making 6 per minute, just as the rotors. So we got 12 rotors and 12 stators now being made per minute, and we can just assemble those with a single machine into motors, but the motor assembly will just require 10 each. So we'll have 2 stators and motors per minute remaining, which is what I was talking about in the past, that we want the production to back up gradually so that this storage will fill up with rotors and stators, and so that we can have them accessible whenever we need them for constructing assemblers or power plants or stuff like that. So now we can see that we got quite a few products coming in, and well, that is another misplaced conveyor right there. Now we will of course need to finish these walls. I just sketched them out right now. We will need to finish those at some point in the future, but now we will go up here and take a look at our storage, whether everything is working fine. Yeah, here we can see the status moving up and moving back down. And this, what's this, even the steel pipes are moving. That's all looking good. And back here we have steel beams apparently. Yeah, so this is filling up nicely with a couple of steel beams. Now this one is cables, this one is unused for now. And down here we can now also see, oh, another one of those. Down here we can now also see that these two are empty. This one is empty too, which kinda surprises me. Shouldn't at least one of these be? Ah, no, yeah, that's right. I'm using 6 right now because I'm not putting in the modular frames yet and the motors. And yeah, see, here the steel beams are coming out, the status, pipes, cables, rotors, reinforced iron plates. So all of our storage units are actually functioning correctly, which makes me really happy, guys. So that's a really nice thing. Okay, so now I'm in a bit of a tricky spot. I was gonna set up the assembly building over here, and I plunked down a lot of foundations, as you can see. And of course we have to go all the way over here because of this poisonous gas thingy, which will just remain like a hole in our factory floor, you know, and then extend it like in this area. But the problem is that over here we have a limestone mine, this one, then another one over there, and I would like to use those in the future. And if I put down a miner here, you can see that these, well, they are tall, right? And I can't go much closer than that without getting into its clearance, so I can't go over this way with a building. There will be a hole in the floor just as with the other one over there. So that's going to be a bit unfortunate, so this is going to have to suffice in terms of space for our assembly building, which is not a lot, to be fair, but I think it's going to be okay. And what I thought is, we're not going to be assembling crazy things in here, right? So it's like making modular frames. Okay, so that's items coming in, one assembler, items coming out. Then we have the motors, same thing. Later on, okay, heavy modular frames and stuff are going to be a bit more complex, but still, it's mostly only one step. So we could actually build up the production this way. So we could have all the conveyors coming around here and coming in from this side, and then moving the assembly to here, to this area, and then piping the items back out here in the back, and all the way around here into this storage building. So I think that's what I'm going to do. And actually I'm just gonna start setting things up. I mean, I need 2 assemblers. Actually have everything I need for that. So yeah, let's go. We have this building and I want to set it up like so. So right now I'm just gonna place these in the middle again, like so. Just so that I can make sure to have some space in between as well, if I ever need to, you know, pipe items between them or anything. So this is going to be modular frames and motors, which is actually all I need for now. So I will just need to quickly connect these up to power and everything. Yeah, and then this is going to be working, I guess. Then the only issue will be, how big do I want this to be? How many modules do I need? And so how far over do I need to build my conveyors? You know, if I want to build these conveyors from here all the way around the back here and to come in from the other side, then that's gonna require quite a large arc around here, I guess. But that's fine, that's not to worry about right now. So for now, yeah, as I said, I'll just set up the infrastructure here, the power and everything. And then it's gonna be up and running. So this is gonna be the power supply for that. Power, now where do I put my power lines? Right in the middle maybe? Like so. Now this should make... Hang on, where do I have my items? So the reinforced iron plates are the rightmost item I have right now. Then the rotors and the stators are a bit over to the side. So I would like to make the back one modular frames. This one will be modular frames, and this one will make motors. Nice, so now I just need to pipe in the items, and I will do that through item elevators, I believe. Because, yeah. Now for the walls, I'm not really sure either. Do I set them up like so? And then conveyor walls, because look, there's off-centered doors, right? But there's no off-centered single wall conveyors. So these single ones are all centered, and now I need an off-centered one. So I could place down this and then see if that aligns. That does, oh, that does actually work like so. Okay, yeah, nice, so that's even better. Okay, I'll do it like that then. Just plunk down a couple more walls. And then the ×2 conveyor walls on top. Now I can connect that here. Yeah, that's actually pretty nice, I think. The other ones will just be, you know, just windows or something. Okay, now the only question is this enough space? It's probably not. But I can go closer, right? Yeah, I can. Okay, so now I just need to connect the conveyors appropriately. And for now I don't need to split anything, so I can just take this and feed it in there all the way. Now let's see, we need 1, 2, 3, and then we need also the iron rods from the back. Yeah, let me figure this out for a second, guys, and then I'll see you again. Look at that, now everything is running perfectly fine. Now how did I do that? Take a look at that. I just made up a 4-level conveyor basically. So you have to know first of all that these iron rods, remember those are required for the modular frames, and they were being made back there by the outermost 2 constructors, and we piped them down there all the way. And we just left that before, and now I don't know if you can see that. I probably should just go over there a bit. Now you can see that from up there there's now a second conveyor belt. This is the rotor belt, and below that we have a second belt which is transporting just these iron rods. And the rods are coming around here on this conveyor. As you can see, iron rods here. They're just passing the storage facility because I don't want to be storing iron rods in there. Got enough of those. And now these iron rods are just making their way around here. And then apart from that, we got 3 more items coming out of here, which we saw before. And all of these are just going up 1 level right here, then being piped over on this conveyor. Now this is going on the floor level, which would block other conveyors coming out of here, but that's not a problem because this one is going above it, and right here there is already enough space for another conveyor to pass below it. So if we want to lead out another set of belts from here, we can just, you know, extend them on the floor for a while and then put this line basically over here and then move it that way. That should work. Now we got iron plates, reinforced iron plates, rotor stators making their ways over here. And as you can see, this one is now assembling motors. We already got 11 of those. And this one is making modular frames. Nice. Now the only thing that's missing is piping these items back into our storage facility. And you know what? I'm gonna do that today as well. Just because, yeah, then there's gonna be something done. Because remember, this whole storage thingy still isn't quite done yet. And it won't be for a while probably. But hey, at least we got something figured out now. Now this is an issue because this is off-centered and I'll have to move it to the side slightly. But I'll just do it like that. And then use regular conveyor poles, I guess. It's just one here. And one here. Yeah, that works. And one here, but that's too close, is it? Yeah. Okay, so that's a problem. How do I do that? So I could go a little bit more in. Like so. Is that enough space? It is. Nice. Okay, so now I can just do this, like that, and look at that. First motors. The same thing over here. Make a little wiggly conveyor belt. And there's our modular frames. Now I believe the modular frames from back there I'll just transport by hand. Just so that I don't have to build that huge conveyor going all the way over here. Don't really fancy doing that. And that's gonna be this. Now do I want... yeah, I want to put that on the bottom probably. Just in case I get more belts coming from here, that will go on top. Now I just have to take this over to there by however many blocks I deem appropriate. Yeah, you know what? Let me skip that for you and show you the result. Okay, now this was surprisingly tricky. Take a look at that. We got the conveyors coming out of here, which is pretty straightforward so far. And we got the conveyor going all the way around here. Pretty simple as well. I just left this much distance. I have no idea, I figured that it wouldn't be too hard to move the conveyor over later. And this is the tricky part, which I made really tricky for myself, even though it actually wouldn't have to be. Because look, if I just move 2 conveyors through here, on this distance where I just decided, yeah, well, why not here? Then actually they will pass under and over these conveyors perfectly. So these that were here already aren't a problem. I can just build one over them, one under them, and it will work. And that was due to the fact that these modules are actually not built yet, so this is a connection that doesn't make a lot of sense. But I made it anyway because this is for the motors, and the motors will not be required in any assembly that I know of. Oh no, that's the modular frames actually. Why did I do it like that? I have no idea. Well, anyway, so one is going in here, and the other one is going all the way across, and then into here. Now this conveyor is not the most beautiful thing in the world, but it should be functioning. And now I'm actually wondering, why am I not taking this all the way across? I will just do that. Screw it. It's just through to here, and then over to this conveyor pole, like so. Now this is just an unoccupied belt, and now everything will come in here, and now the entire production will be filling up on modular frames and motors as well, and that means that pretty soon we will be able to unlock the next tiers, guys, and then we can get the better conveyors and everything like that. So that's going to be a great lot of fun. And also I need to unlock some other things. So that's going to be our job for our next episode, unlocking milestones, and then probably going to Conveyors Mark 3 or 4 and upgrading some production lines that need upgrading. So I'm going to wrap this one up right here. Thank you guys very much for watching, and if you liked it, then make sure to check back for the next episode. See you then, guys. Bye.